Yeah, man, the Shirley Batty show. I never kind of show more I watch on TV. Hey, my selector, fire it up. Go on, Shirley. Easy.
Shirley Batty Show. Everybody knows it's the Shirley Batty Show. Oh, I love me. Oops.
Well, hello. Excuse me. It's my show. I'll do the introductions. Thank you. Talk to the hand. All right. Behave yourself. God damn. So I'm sorry about it. No, you're not. Just behave. Well, hello, Cherie. Hello.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm not too darling. Yourself?
I'm wonderful. Thank you very much. Thanks for asking.
Oh, I'm so glad that you came to my show. I want to ask you so many questions. Well, you can tell me a lot about yourself. So, first of all, who is Cherie Marshall?
Sorry, say again. I never heard you.
Is she getting old? She's not getting old. She just didn't hear me. Just behave. Who is Cherie Marshall?
Oh, who is she? Oh, gosh. No wonder I never knew what you were saying. I'm Cherie Marshall. I'm originally from South Africa, but I'm a professional performer and teacher of Oriental and Egyptian belly dance. Mm-hmm. I'm also a new mum. Recently a new mum.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yes. And my baby was born in the pandemic. So I've been at home spending time with him and not missing out on all the belly dance shows, which has been amazing for me. I have launched a business online. So at the moment I'm teaching classes online and teaching fitness online. So that is me in a nutshell.
That was a quick interview, wasn't it? I'm sure there's more. Okay, so how did you get into it? No, excuse me, I asked the questions. All right. So how did you get into belly dancing?
Well, since as far back as I can remember, I've always loved belly dance, and I don't really know why, because no one in my family does it, or I haven't really got roots in belly dance or in the Middle East. So I've always just had a fascination for it. When I came to the UK now 16 years ago, I was thinking about it all the time. And I thought I have to find a belly dance class. And I searched high and low because at that time there weren't many classes available and belly dancing wasn't very big. So I searched high and low for a class, and I used to travel an hour twice a week to a belly dance class. And I absolutely loved it.
Wow. That's amazing. Well, you're not fat, are you? Why are you not fat?
Well, I have lost my baby weight, but that is a myth. You don't have to be fat to do belly dancing. You can be any shape or any size. It's all about muscle control and muscle movement and muscle control. I mean, if you have a little bit of extra weight when you shimmy, it does carry on, which makes the shimmies a bit more fruitful, but ultimately it's all muscle control.
Wow. And how did you learn? How long did it take to learn?
Well, put it this way, I'm still learning. I learn something new every single day, and I'm always pushing my boundaries and trying to learn new things. But I started performing professionally probably about 4.5 years after I started.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? Wow.
And then once I started performing professionally, then I think I got better in leaps and bounds. Well, I kind of had to.
Okay. And how did you start classes? What made you want to teach?
So actually, that's an interesting question. That's not something that I wanted to do. I never really wanted to teach. I only wanted to ever perform. I love the stage. I love performing. I love doing my hair. I love doing my makeup. I love being on the stage with the lights and just dancing my own choreographies. But a friend of mine owns a dance school, and she asked me if I wanted to cover a couple of classes for her, which I did. Okay. And I enjoyed it. It was really nice. And I thought, okay, I'm good at this. I enjoy it. This is nice. So I was doing it once a week for her. And that kind of just carried on. I've been teaching for her now for maybe about 9 years.
Wow.
And I teach, depends, each term is different, but between 3 to 4 classes I teach at her school. So I fell into it by accident, really.
And what area do you teach? What area?
In Berkshire, Reading, Berkshire.
So you only do it in Berkshire? You don't go anywhere around the world or anything like that?
I do. I mean, the classes in Berkshire are my regular weekly classes. So every week I'm there like a bear, unless I'm not here and I'm international, but I'm there teaching.
All right. Let's carry on with you. Sorry.
I've taught quite a few places actually, but I've been to Australia a few times, and I've got quite a lovely group and community of belly dancers in Western Australia, about 5 hours out of Perth, which probably about every 2 to 3 years I go over there and I teach them workshops.
Wow.
Probably, 1 or 2, sometimes 3 workshops, all on different topics, or with different props. And that is amazing. So it's kind of like my little Australian community, my southern community. I've also taught back in South Africa, where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't really taught anywhere else internationally, but I've performed quite a lot internationally.
Okay, you say you performed. Where have you performed?
Oh gosh, okay. I'm trying not to forget any of them, but I'll name just a few. One of my all-time favorite places, and Owen will know all about this, is the Maldives.
You know Maldives? Yes, I know. That's how I know Cherie. Okay, sorry.
It was totally out of this world. It was spectacular. It was amazing. So that was one of my performances, and that's where I met Owen, and we became very good friends. So that was lovely, and that's how I've met you, Shirley. So I really appreciate you, Owen. Thanks. And where else? I've performed in Hong Kong, South Africa, Australia, Egypt. Where else? Oh, the UK, of course. All over the UK. So just to name but a few, those are the places really.
Wow, that's amazing. And do you only teach belly dancing then?
So that is my main passion.
Okay.
Dance-wise. I mean, I also teach Zumba classes, but that's more, so I'm very interested in Latin style dancing as well. So I dabble in a bit of salsa and samba and reggaeton and cumbia, but I'm not a professional dancer. I'm not professional in those styles of dance. I do really enjoy it. I am a Zumba instructor, and I also teach fitness classes.
Wow.
I do the dancing and I do fitness.
Yeah, at the moment it must be very difficult for you.
Yeah, I love it. It's amazing. I enjoy it. It's a really good combination, a good balance.
How do you teach them now with COVID?
So I thought it would be quite strange not being able to see people face to face, but I've converted all my classes and taken all my classes onto Zoom. So I'm teaching them online at the moment. And of course, oh my gosh, in the beginning, there were so many technical difficulties. This microphone not working, this speaker not working, this one not recording. But over the weeks, I've managed to sort out a really good system for myself. And now my classes are doing really well. What? So I'm teaching most of them online.
And do people have to pay for it?
Oh, pardon? Sorry?
They pay for it. Say it for me. You want me to say it for you? Because I can't say P. You can't say P. He said, do people have to pay for it?
Oh, actually, it's not the way you're talking, Shirley. It's actually my connection, like I was saying. I can't really hear you that well. So you speak lovely.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you can hear me now.
So do people have to pay for it? Well, my belly dance courses, I do a lockdown special, so it's not as expensive as it would be. Not that they're expensive, but not as much as they would be if I was teaching in the studio. So yes, they do pay for the courses, but some of my classes I run free classes here and there just to help people through this lockdown, to give everyone a bit of motivation, inspiration, and to give a little bit back to the community. But my regular courses, you do have to pay for them, yeah.
Wow. And how do people find you?
So I would say a lot of it is word of mouth. A lot of it is word of mouth. But I also have a website and all my social media pages. But still, even with all of that, I think word of mouth is still the best. Every time I ask someone, where did you hear about me? From where? They always say from a friend or you danced at my cousin's sister's brother's wedding 2 years ago, or so I'm always being referred, which is great.
And what is your website and social media accounts so people can find you if they don't know you?
So it's Cherie Bellydancer, really easy. My name is spelled Cherie Bellydancer, and that's the same on all of my social media.
Wow, that's so easy, isn't it? Yes, it's very easy. In fact, her name made me think I want a drink. What do you mean it makes you want to have it? I think like I want a sherry. Don't just behave yourself. I'm so silly sometimes. Oh my.
You like Cherie?
Behind you, what's those things behind you?
Oh, okay. Well, I actually had a Buddha here earlier on, but I've taken it away for now. But I have a duf, which is a traditional Egyptian drum.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you play it?
Oh, I was wondering whether you're going to ask me. I am so rusty, so please don't ask me to play because I'll probably embarrass myself. But I do play a bit. So this is a duf, and you can either have it on a stand or you can play it in your hand. But obviously, the Egyptian percussionists, they have like these big hands. They're able to hold the drum just like that. I would usually probably hold it like that to play the drum, or I'll put it on the stand.
Okay.
So this is to play all the Egyptian rhythms. This drum over here is not really an Egyptian drum. It's a djembe, so more African, but it really looks good in my display, so it's staying there. And I've got a few hip scarves laying around. If you were here, Shirley, I'd let you wear one.
Oh, can I come out? You can't go now. We're on lockdown. Oh, are you sure? I'm sure we can't go. She's not in our bubble. Why are you not in my bubble?
I know, that's awful.
Get in my bubble now. No, Shirley, behave yourself. Well, I mean, that's really nice, wasn't it? All that information. Yes, it was. Is she going to give us a little demonstration? I don't know. She's going to give us a demonstration. Are you going to give us a demonstration?
Yes, I'll give you a demonstration.
Yeah.